So the unlimited grind is here. We have finally got ourselves the 85 times 10 and also now the 84 times 10, which is completely unlimited. We have unfortunately got a 7 limit on 85 times 10, which basically confirms we are going to get that unlimited next Saturday. But we have now got the 84 times 10. We can completely regrind around. So this is interesting. I must admit, 84 times 10 sounds incredible to start with. It sometimes can be a little bit tricky because sometimes you don't necessarily get the rewards you want. But that being said, you can still grind out the squad shapeshifters, or the squad shifter, I think it is, and still grind that out to get yourselves the team of the seasons, the team of the weeks, and obviously as well with all of this, we can still do all of the team of the week packs, which should allow us then to kind of keep grinding through. So the way that you get this done then, so obviously what you need to do first is go ahead and favorite everything. So the first thing you want to favorite is obviously your 85 4 and 85 times 10. Then you want this 84 team of the week, just in case you don't get lucky with team of the seasons. Now, you're not necessarily guaranteed a team of the season every time. More than likely that will be next week, but you can obviously grind out the 83. So I'll kind of show you the way that I would personally grind all these out at a consistent rate. Say I've only got the 84 times 10 to do. I've done my 86 player picks. I've done my 85 times 10. This is just when you finished all that, I'm just grinding more because I want to see what else I can get. So a great way of doing this is going to be done by doing the team of the week packs and then putting any of your team of the weeks into the 84 times 10. If you do happen to get lucky with a team of the season, then by all means, grind it round. That's kind of the whole point of it. The team of the week pack is purely if you ran out of team of the weeks, or team of the seasons, in fact, you can put that in. It's quite literally as simple as that. And like I've had with a few of the 84 times 10s, sometimes it ain't great. Sometimes it is a little bit more of a struggle. You can see I've kind of used a lot of my players already. So let's go into the gold commons because they're always, again, going to be fantastic to use. I wouldn't necessarily go too kind of crazy, like rating-wise, it is what it is. But I wouldn't necessarily be using 93s for this unless I've got an abundance of cards in the waiting locker. But obviously for right now, we're just going to go ahead and drop it just a little bit, which is going to be like that. That's going to give us the 84, so that's absolutely fine. And from there, what we can do then is open it up. Now, obviously, like I say, sometimes you kind of can grind out a little bit too much, and you might not get necessarily the reward. Sometimes you get 2 or 3 team of the seasons. It is just luck of the draw. So the first one, we're going to get team of the honorable mentions. The 85 should give you quite a decent amount of team of the seasons as well, but obviously you need 7 of them also. So say I end up like this. I could then go and grind another team of the week pack and just keep grinding like that. What I would suggest is if you do this way in a second, then obviously you can grind out more and more, and then you can also do it all in like one big batch rather than have to do it one after the other. Because we've got the storage, it kind of allows us to do a bit of maintenance to start with and then grind it out as well. So if you're looking for coins, check in the description for Eldorado. Depending on the coin amount that you're looking for, the delivery time is displayed on the website, and you'll see lots of different trusted sellers with reviews on specifics and also the ability to be able to pick who you want. It will also show how much they have in stock, and obviously you can see that they are verified members. There is 100% refund ability and also 24/7 support if you need any questions with your coin needs. Also, if you head over to Trustpilot as well, you can see over 30,000 upvotes for them. You can see how reliable they are. Obviously great feedback across the entire board with Eldorado. So when on checkout, make sure you are using the code JT11 for 5% off your order every time. Discount code JT11. Now let's get back to the video. So obviously if we were grinding this now, what I would suggest is if you have got kind of any sort of coins or anything like that, then obviously buying the team of the weeks is going to be the easiest option. If you haven't, then obviously grind out team of the week packs is going to be worth it. I would suggest trying to get the 89 squad shifter pack if you can. What I normally do for this is I tend to use storage, drop it down to 89, and we'll just go from there. It doesn't necessarily matter too much with the rating. Sometimes I'll put 93s in. I normally draw the line at 94s, but I mean, if it come to it, it's going to give you some more packs back anyway. So this is going to be one way that you can obviously grind out, and it works pretty well to just get yourselves a bunch of fodder ready for the team of the week packs. So that's always a great thing to utilize as well. And sometimes you can get Team of the Seasons in it. I'm kind of hoping for that. So that's always a nice one in general. We're going to go right wing. We're going to get a bit of Grincha. I don't know if Jarzinho's even in this. Grincha, 94 has always been there, and who's going to be with him? We do tend to get quite a few of the nice Team of the Seasons at the minute. We need a 96 Team of the Season, which lowers the rating anyway, so they're going to go in the club. We've got a bit of Del P, but the interesting part is obviously one rating over 89, technically the Team of the Season as well. Obviously the 94 Grincha, 89 Mead, 88, 85, so you can already see you can get a fair whack back. Now, the way I would kind of go about all of these duplicates is I wouldn't necessarily keep any of the 75s as much. Just because I know what point my squad's in, I would normally, depending on what I want to grind out, if I'm going for Team of the Week packs, I might keep a couple of 81s, possibly just even to the 82s. Just because if I go too far down, I need to keep up in the rating, and what I'm trying to do is when I go into the Team of the Week pack next, when I go and do kind of low on the storage, I'm trying not to do any maintenance for it. So for instance, if I go now into the Team of the Week upgrade, I don't want to have to keep changing 80s and 79s out. I want to go into here, I want to go low, yes, storage, and hopefully have it finished straight away, or at least as close. So as you can see, that is finished, which is always nice. So that's going to be what I personally want, to be able to grind it out like that. Then obviously I can go do Team of the Week pick, I can then do that, and then you just keep grinding that way. Eventually you might run out. Your kind of time will run out in terms of what you can actually get. But another way, like I say, that you can kind of keep grinding is the player picks. We still can utilize the commons that we get from the 89 pack, or the 50 player pack, because the ones you're putting into your club, they're still in your club. So we can go ahead and put all of them in. It should give us enough to be able to grind out as well. So then if you are looking for some extra coins, another great way of getting some is by utilizing the footies? Yeah, the road to the final, the footies, the shapeshifter, team 1, 2, and 3 player pick. This is going to be great for your 87s and 86s. Again, you're going to have to watch away because this is going to be definitely a lot of higher rated cards, more so than anything. But utilizing this to be able to get the pack is a great way to actually get some coins as well. And it may not be fast coins. I'm not saying this is going to give you hundreds upon hundreds of thousands unless you get lucky in a pack. But it is going to give you small increments that allows you to grind out more and more, and you do get a player back from it. That's kind of the whole point of this, is just trying to get any of them kind of top end players that you just don't have. We are going to throw in some 93s just for the quickness of the video. I've still got all my 85 times 10s to do anyway, so we're absolutely fine there. The player pick is always nice, but it's not necessarily what we want for the coin aspect. We get 95, we get 95, we get a blue, 96 Fox, 95, and the final one, 95 Schneider. So we'll go with the 96. This is just for my collection, more so than anything, trying to get as many of the cards as humanly possible. But you do get tradable packs back, which is just absolutely perfect. So obviously from this, if I am grinding it out, we can then update the store eventually. It will be a bit slow to start with. You do get a small Prime Electrum and a Jumbo Gold pack. So realistically, at the absolute minimum, you're looking at like 6k worth of discards. Yes, you might not necessarily get anything crazy, but you get nearly 2k from that pack alone, and that was very bog standard. And then from the Jumbo Gold pack, because you've got so many consumables, you do actually make a fair whack back. And if you do get any of the lovely chemistry styles that are going for quite a bit, Engine, Anchor, Shadow, the standards, I didn't get any. I don't think pretty much any of these are worth anything. The healing you might be able to, but you get a bit of extra. I'm looking for the 5Ks more so than anything. But as you can see, nothing crazy. Also, kits do sell if you want to get rid of them. Some of the big ones, obviously like Chelsea, Man U, Liverpool, you will be able to get rid of them. But that's 5.4k, meaning I made about, what, 7.5 just off discarding stuff, let alone managing to actually get anything. From there, I can obviously utilize these money and go ahead and buy the 75. It may not give me loads, but it gives me an extra kind of turnaround without having to do any of the big grind. And I'll absolutely do it, because then it just gives me more 94s, more into that pack, and just more coins back. So it's a constant grind round until we get into the point where we get Team of the Seasons every single time. So it is just a perfect grind, and now we've got it completely repeatable. Obviously finish off all your 85s and everything first, but naturally this is going to be what everybody eventually gets to on the evening timers. It doesn't take that long to do these upgrades in general, so it is just going to be an absolute blessing being able to grind around as much as possible. Yes, the 85 is going to be better, and maybe we do get an 86 times 10 at some point. That is not the team that we want to be putting in, but in general it's just a nice one to kind of throw in, and we can just keep grinding around to make as many players as possible and hopefully get the club eventually full up of 99s if we possibly can. But that's just going to be a way that you can keep grinding around. It's simple, it's easy, and you can just do it for as long as you want. Now we're waiting for the 85 times 10, but the unlimited grind for the 84s is here, and hopefully do we get a footage to finish. Let me know if you are still grinding the great game round, or are you waiting for that 85 times 10. We might even try like a challenge and see how long it takes me to get like a full 97 rated team. We go again with a team of the year honorable, see who we get. Guarantee Veron always in the packs. We get Makalele, 91, Isco, Verts. That's going to be everybody. Let me know how you get on. Catch you all for the next one. Peace.